go through a couple of these slides, and then so most chefs, including myself, our career is built on fat, salt, and sugar. Most chefs. Really. I mean, if you think about it, most chefs, their career is built on this. The majority of chefs, right? They reach for the salt, they reach for the fat, they reach for the butter, right? They reach for the white sugar to make it, delicious. Anything with these ingredients in it is going to taste amazing, right? I mean, it's pretty easy. Well, the difficulty is taking the oil out, taking the sodium out, and still making something taste good, right? So I still use some of these categories, okay? So I'll still use sweet, I'll still use fats personally. I love using whole food fats like avocados and nuts and seeds and nut butters and olives and so forth. Also, when it comes to sweets, I use a lot of dried fruits as well. So I'll make different fruit pastes. So I'll do like a date paste, I'll do a apricot paste. This is basically soaked apricots blended in water. And it's an apricot paste. And it's so simple, it has a consistency of honey, and it's great to add to dressings, sauces, marinade to your oatmeal in the morning, all of that. So, also acids, working with different acids to really brighten up the flavors of dishes is absolutely essential as well. And then I talked a little bit about herbs and spices. Herbs and spices are what really elevate your dishes, okay? So when you leave this conference, if you were eating a ton of oil before you came here and you're like, oh man, I shouldn't eat oil anymore, you go home and don't take the oil out and the salt out of your favorite recipe. Because it's going to taste like it's missing oil or salt, let's be honest, okay? But if you look at your recipe and you ask yourself, through every ingredient that's in that recipe, how can I bring out as much flavor as possible from these sweet potatoes in this recipe? Or if this calls for a dried herb, why don't we use fresh herbs? Or, double the fresh herbs. Okay, if it doesn't have an acid, maybe a little acid will brighten up the flavors a little bit. Okay? If it calls for spices or seeds, maybe you want to toast them before you grind them fresh. Okay, and so thinking about these little steps of choosing ingredients is going to really help you elevate your dish to something that is absolutely delicious, and you're not going to be missing that oil and salt. So